We'll go ahead and start on our back, and if you have a couple blocks, just have them within reach. We'll be using them today. If not, you'll be okay without them. And if you have a block, just have it next to you there, so when you do lie down, you can grab it easily. And find any shape here on your back body to begin. Can be legs extended or astavakrasana, soles of feet together, knees wide, but just slow down the breath, close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Draw the breath to the belly, up through the chest. Pause at the top. And then open your mouth, sigh that breath out. See if you can linger on the bottom of the breath, no air in the lungs. Again, inhale. Hold it in. And exhale, release. Hold it out. One more, inhale. Pause. And exhale out. And upon that breath, seal the lips. Draw the breath in and out through the nose. And then draw your feet down flat. Take your block between your thighs if you have one. And then take your heels right over your hips. The knees can be a little bent, but squeeze the block. And then take your hands behind your head with the elbows wide. And make sure you're on your sacrum so your feet aren't too far forward towards your face. If you actually draw your legs more away from you, you should feel that triangular bone, the lowest portion of the spine. Try not to lift the low back. I just want you to take an inhale, lift your chest. On your exhale, hold the breath out, squeeze the block, and lift the hips up. Try to soften the neck. Keep your chest lifted, hips down, inhale. Front rows back, exhale. Hold the breath out, lift the hips up. Spread the toes. Hips down, inhale. Draw the breath out. Hold it out, lift the hips. Hips down, inhale. Spread the elbows wider, let the head rest back. Hold the breath out, lift the hips up. And then bring the knees to your chest there. And then take the block between the ankles or the feet. And then just arms down alongside you. What we're going to do is take the heels right over the hips and then lift your hips and then take the block over to the right, down 30 degrees, and then to the left. And then right back up to center, lift the hips. So making a triangle and then down to the left 30, over to the right, and then inhale back to that center point and lift the hips. So down to the right, sweep it over to the left. Inhale, lift up, lift the hips. Over to the left, sweep it right, and then center point, lift up. Left, and then lift up, and then left, sweep it to the right, and then lift it up. A couple more, down and to the right, over to the left, lift it up. Down and to the left, over to the right, and then lift it up. And then keep the block, and then make little circles there. And then make them a little bigger. It doesn't matter which direction you're going. And feel that connection all around the waist. Maybe close your eyes. Try to soften the neck. And then keep the circles big, just switch directions. And then make them a little smaller. And a little smaller. And then heels over hips, just catch your block into your hands and bring your block down. So your legs, open them in a V. And then take your hands behind your head, spread your toes. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lift your hips. Hold the breath out. Keep your chest lifted, hips down. Reach the heels apart. Exhale, lift your heart. Drop your head. Hold the breath out, lift the hips. Twice more, hips down, inhale. Belly back, exhale, pull the chest up. Lift the hips. One more, hips down, inhale. Exhale, lift up. Hold the breath out. Lift the hips. And then bring the legs together. I want you to split the right leg to hover and then twist to your left. Bring the right leg up to meet the left, lift your hips. Bring the left leg down and twist to your right. Both legs up, lift the hips. Right leg down, twist. Alternating. And then that little lift of the hips. Doesn't have to be much. Last three each side. Last two each side. Last one each side. And then press your palms together, lift your heart, chin, and then pulse your hips up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and 1. Nicely done. Hug your knees in. Maybe a little happy baby there. And then rock and roll up and down your spine. We're going to take it into Baddha Konasana, so soles of feet together, knees wide. Just open up to the inner thighs there. Sit up nice and tall. Grab around your ankles, maybe even the roots of the toes. Puff up your chest there. Take an inhale. And then exhale. I want you to round your spine like cat and draw your chin to your chest. And then inhale, lengthen, lift up. Exhale, round to the chest. One more inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, curl. And then inhale, release your feet, stretch your arms up. And then pinwheel that right knee in as you twist to the left. And then right hand to left knee, side bend your right. So the inner right knee is down. Feel that stretch to the left side body. And then inhale, upright your spine, right arm up. And then pinwheel both knees to the right. Left hand to right knee, reach right arm up, and then side bend to the left. I like to just kind of pulse a little at my end range of motion, where you can stay more static. And then deepen the breath there. Take another inhale. And then sit up, and we're going to continue to rotate to high plank here. So opposite end of the mat, or flip yourself around, however you need to there. Come right to plank pose. Push the mat away, roll the inner biceps forward, then lift the belly, knit the front ribs, But then broaden the chest as you reach your heels back. Lift up through the thighs, hug back through the belly. Lengthen from crown to heel. Take a full breath in. Downward facing dog. Breath out, go back. And just take a moment there to walk out your dog. If you need child's pose or even want to come through cow and cat. I know some days I really need cow and cat. Other days I don't. Give your body what you need right here. You might just stay in dog and reconnect to the breath. Good, come high on the balls of your feet. And then top on the heels, pubic on the sternum, ripple forward to high plank. Exhale, scoot forward of your toes. Keep lifting the belly as you bend your elbows, chaturanga. Back to plank, inhale. Lift your sitting bones, push back to down dog, heels down last, exhale. 4 more of those, high in the toes, ripple forward, chin to chest, plank. But then lengthen the midline, look forward, lift the belly as you bend your elbows, not too low, elbows straight back, chest broad. Back to plank, inhale, split the mat apart, push the mat away, and then exhale, downward facing. So really like a wave here, ripple forward to plank. And then lengthen the midline, broaden the chest, exhale, chaturanga. Keep the navel lifting as you descend. Inhale, lift up, turn on the side ribs. Exhale, go back. Inhale, ripple forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back up to plank. Exhale, go back to dog. We'll take it through plank to knees, chest, chin, ripple forward, inhale, plank pose. And then knees down, lift the sitting bones up like cow pose. And then melt the heart forward and down. Keep your butt high, toes curled under, walk your hands back. Maybe scoot your chest forward. Squeeze the inner border of your shoulder blades together. Keep lifting your navel. Claw the mat with your fingertips. Full breath in. Slither all the way down. Right into up dog or cobra. Take an inhale. Broaden your chest. Elbows back. Navel lifts. And then exhale. Child's pose. Sit back. Make it right back through downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then walk your feet to the top of the mat. Separate them hip width apart. Take an inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Move into the back of the legs here. So inhale, keep the left knee bent. Find a flat back, but straighten your right leg. And then exhale, fold over the right thigh. Keep working the right hip back. And then maintain that. Inhale, lengthen to a flat back. Left hand under heart, right hand to hip. The left knee stays bent. Stretch your right arm up. Work your right hip back. Maybe find a half bind here. You can even take your left hand to your right shin or ankle. But find your spine parallel to the floor, your hips drawing back, heart drawing forward. Take a full breath in. Right arm up. And then exhale, fold, straighten both legs. Keep the left leg straight. Just bend your right knee. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, fold right in the center. Work your left hip back. Lift your navel. Anchor through the balls of the feet and the heels. Try to lift the quads up. And then keep the legs. Inhale, lengthen. Right hand under heart. Exhale, stretch your left arm up. Keep working your left hip back. Put the left palm, find a half bind to that right hip crease. And then maybe right hand to left ankle or up the shin. But lengthen the spine parallel to the floor. Draw the hips back. Soften the neck. Take another full breath. And then exhale, release the half bind and just fold forward and down. And then with soft knees, rise to stand. Stretch your arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms, broaden the heart. Bend the knees, chair pose, arms high, sit low. Exhale, fold forward. Now take an inhale, lengthen. Vinyasa, step, hop, float. Take your flow. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your feet together in down dog. And then just hover your right foot. Keep your toes and heels in line. Lift from your right inner thigh so that leg isn't going forward or back. Now without moving the shoulders forward, come high in the ball of the left foot and draw your right foot towards your right thumb. So you're not working your hips or shoulders forward, you're staying in dog pose. Set the right foot down to meet the left. Keep your toes and heels in line, lift the left leg, plug your left thigh into the pelvis, and then high in the ball of the right foot without shifting your shoulders or hips forward. Keep that left leg plugging up, draw your left toes forward. Feels like a forward fold in dog. So your left shin is drawing towards your chest. Feel your core turn on. Bring that foot down and then mimic that as you hop top of mat. Look forward. And then you can land back in dog. Try to get your hips over your shoulders. Soft knees land. And it's that same action of plugging your thighs in your pelvis. On that third one, take it right between your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Strong legs, rise, come all the way up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Bend the knees, arms straight. Inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Hips back, heart forward, Ardha Uttanasana, breathe in. Exhale, Chaturanga, breathe out. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And then exhale, downward facing. So big toes together. Plug the right thigh bone up. Try to internally rotate that right leg more, not externally. You might even overdo that internal rotation. Keep plugging the right thigh up. Come high in the ball of your left foot without taking your hips or shoulders forward. Draw the line straight forward. Without setting the foot down, just lift the leg up, even if it's only forward like an inch. Set the foot down. Same thing, second side. Hover your left foot. Draw inner to outer shoulder. Come high in the ball of your right foot without drawing the hips forward at all. Work your left foot as far forward as you can. Feel your left side core turn on. Deep inhale. Set the feet down, exhale. And then look forward. Find that same action of the hips plugging into the pelvis. You can take a couple pike hops here. Land with soft knees. Absorb that shock. On the third one, feet between hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. One more, sun A variation. Exhale, cactus the arms. Chair pose, inhale. Drop the seat. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Chaturanga, exhale. Take it through your flow. Feet together, a little faster this time. Hover the right foot high in the ball of the left Without drawing the hips forward, draw your right shin towards your chin. Deep inhale. Down dog, exhale. Hover your left foot. Plug that thigh bone up, internally rotate. High in the ball, the right foot. Without losing your neck, keep firming inner to outer shoulder. Draw your left foot forward. Let your head dangle. Lift your butt higher. Set the left foot down. Wrap the triceps in, look forward. Take 2 to 3 hops like that. Get your hips over your shoulders. Try to fold in half in air. Shins towards your chest. Butt up high. Land, feet between. Take an inhale there, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Interlace your hands behind your back and separate your feet a little. Get a nice release. You might find that same hamstring stretch. Just straighten your right leg, open your chest to the right. And then second side, just straighten your left leg, open your chest to the left. Release your hands. Soft knees, rise to stand, arms up, thumbs to heart. All right, grab your blocks here. If you have a couple blocks, just have them on the lowest level, shoulder width apart or hip width apart. The long ends parallel to the sides of the mat. So we're going to use them under our hands. Top of the mat. Here we go. So chair pose, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, come halfway forward. You can lift your heels or not. Bring your abdomen towards your thighs. And then right knee to chest. When the heels come down, inhale, crane pose. Exhale, warrior 3. Heart forward, right leg back. Internally rotate the right leg. Low lunge, curl the right toes under, bring the knee down, stretch your arms up, lengthen the tailbone towards left heel, look up. And exhale, get your hands to the blocks. Stretch your left leg up and back, down dog splits. You can open the hip. Try not to roll your left shoulder open. Straighten the left leg, inhale. Left knee to right upper arm, exhale. Without setting your left foot down, drop your right heel down, stretch your right arm up, fall in triangle. And then exhale, you can straighten that leg, and then goddess your right arm. Lift the left hip. Rebend the left knee, right arm overhead, inhale. Side plank to wild thing, spin to the blade edge of your right foot, left leg over, exhale. Really wrap that right shoulder blade underneath you. Take a full breath in. Side plank, exhale, breath out. Push through the right foot, left knee to chest, inhale. And then push the mat away, slowly step left foot, top of mat, exhale. Come right to L pose, supported warrior 3. Inhale, exhale, right knee to chest, fold. Supported warrior 3, inhale. Right knee to chest, exhale, fold. Supported warrior 3, inhale. And bend the left knee, exhale, thumbs to heart. Drag your left hip back, turn your right toes down. And then take your right arm under your left arm, find an eagle bind here, and then try to straighten the inner elbows. Bend the left knee more and put more weight back into the left heel. Stretch the sides of your heart toward your pinkies as you gather your belly. And then right to crane, inhale, to Gardasana, right leg over, exhale. Find the center line, drop your seat. Lean the upper body back. Maybe sit a little lower there, take a full breath in. And then exhale, meet your feet together. Stretch your arms up. And then exhale halfway forward, maybe lift the heels. Heels down, left knee to chest. Crane pose, inhale. To warrior 3, exhale, left leg back. Put a little bend in the right knee. Maybe fly the arms, take an inhale. Low lunge, curl the left toes under, knee down, and then lengthen the spine, go up and then back. Full breath in. Hands to blocks, breath out, right leg up and back. Bend the knee, open the hip, take an inhale. Down dog splits, exhale. Take an inhale, and then right knee, left upper arm. Without setting the foot down, fallen triangle, round your left heel, lift up from the right hip, plug back to the right shoulder, and then lounge your heart back as you cactus your left arm and straighten your right leg. Straighten your left arm, right knee to chest, to left side, side plank. Take it right to wild thing. Step behind the hurdle of the left leg. Lift the heart space. Take a deep inhalation. To exhale, side plank. Right knee to chest. Stand on the left foot. You might turn the foot in a little. And then as slow as you can, step your right foot between the blocks, right to your elbow, supported warrior three. Inhale, soften the right knee, look forward. Exhale, fold left knee to chest. Inhale, extend the heart, left leg. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, extend. And then exhale, just bend your right knee. Put more weight back into the heel. Stretch your arms behind you or thumbs to heart. And then stay like that, left arm under. And then exhale, try to straighten the inner elbows as you work your right hip back more. More weight in the right heel. Inhale, stand, and cross left leg over, galavasana. Exhale. Upright your spine, squeeze the legs. Lift the elbows shoulder height. Take one more full breath there. And then exhale, unravel the legs first, arms second. Chair pose, stretch your arms up, sit lower, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And then step your feet back a couple inches. Your hands are on your blocks. And bring your belly to your thighs so you're high in the balls of your feet. So we're going to go back the same way we came forward. Shoulders over wrists. Just those tuck hops. You can take 3 to 5 and land back eventually into a soft dog. So the knees are bent. Shoulders over wrists. Hop up, kick your butt. Hop up, kick your butt. If you want to hang out, hop up, kick your butt. Get your hips over your shoulders. Hop up, kick your butt. And then landing in that soft dog. Inhale, ripple forward to plank, just like a wave. Exhale, go back. Look forward, heels down last. Chin to chest, ripple forward, plank. Hold the belly in. Exhale, look forward, bum back. Head releases last. One more. Inhale, ripple forward. Listen carefully. Exhale, chaturanga. Feel how broad the chest is. Keep that. Just bring the pelvis down. Point your toes back, and then lift your chest, hover your hands. Keep the tops of the feet down, and then fly the arms back, thumbs up, lift the legs. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take a full inhale. Hands back to blocks. Exhale. Bring the legs down. And scoot the blocks back. Pull your toes under. With the toes curled under, lift your thighs, lift the heart, up dog. So it's less in the low back, more of really using your back body, side ribs to burst the heart space up. Take a full inhale. Down dog. Exhale. Take 3 full breaths there. Just notice the sensation. Downward facing dog. Stretch your right leg up. Right knee, left upper arm. Get it as high as you can. Now keep your shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, single-legged plank. Exhale, right knee, left upper arm. Single-legged plank, inhale. Cross it under and over. Exhale. Falling triangle, ground your left heel down. And then left arm up, straighten the right leg. And then slowly tap it down. And then lift it up. So nice and slow. 9, lift, 8, lift, 7, 6, 5, 4. Try to smile. 3, 2. Last one, lift. Knee to chest. Wild thing. So you can move through with that same patience. Come back to side plank. Look to your left thumb. And then stand on the left foot. Slowly pursue runner's lunge, but don't step the foot down. See if you can hover that foot. And then take it back to wild thing. You can step all the way down or not. But then slowly, right knee to chest. Maybe straighten the right leg out to the side. Try to step forward, but hover the leg. And then last one, wild thing. Step behind. Send the left foot out. Foot comes down or not. Inhale. Through side plank. Stand on the left leg. Plug your left shoulder back. We're going to come to pyramid. See how slowly plug your right leg into the pelvis. See how slowly you can step down. Turn your left foot out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over the leg. And just take a moment here. Catch your breath. Step back with that left leg. Find easy twist. Right arm up. And then exhale, warrior 2. Now interlace your hands behind your back. I'm going to find a fallen warrior here. Inhale, pivot your torso towards the left corner of the mat and then fold right inside your right thigh, keeping the bind. If you need to shorten the stance a little, go ahead. Keep firming your right hip in. Let your head just be heavy. And then pushing your feet, come up. And then straighten the right leg. Spin the foot in. And then both feet out, heels in for horse or goddess. Keep the bind. Knit your front wrist back. And then stay here, come halfway forward. Working the inner groins back, getting more into the outer hips. Inhale back up to low, from low horse to high. Warrior 2, keep the clasp. Left foot turns out, bend the left knee. Lift the right inner thigh, pivot towards the right corner of the mat, and then exhale, fold just inside the left thigh. But don't lose the power of the right leg. Keep drawing your left sitting bone toward your right heel. Take one more full breath there. And then come to stand, bound warrior 2. And then straighten the left leg, spin on the heel, and then back to horse. Both heels in, toes out. And then take the arms up, find Goddess shape, inhale. And then straight arms, straight legs, lift the heels, exhale. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, inhale. Straighten the legs and arms, lift the heels, exhale. Heels down, bend the elbows, inhale. Belly back, straight arms, straight legs, lift the heels. And then heels down, get your hands to your thighs so the thumbs reach back. And then just dip your right shoulder. Push the right thigh away. And again, you can pulse here a little. Feel a nice stretch in the back of the right shoulder. So is that right inner thigh. And then second side, left shoulder dips. Come back up, straighten both legs, and then spin to your right. Step your left foot in. Take reverse prayer, hands behind the heart. Inhale, lengthen, and then bend the right knee a little as you fold over the thigh. Fold. Second set of pyramid on the right side. Get your hands to your blocks. Keep the legs. And I want you to just rock to the right heel, and then on the back leg, come to the ball of the foot. And then plug the right thigh bone up into the pelvis. So it's that same thing we did in dog. So you're lifting the right thigh bone up and then drawing shin towards your chin. Keep that down dog splits. Strike your right leg up and back. Good. And then I want you to just slowly come high in the ball of your left foot. Now go ahead and work your shoulders over your wrists. Tap right toes to right forearm. This is what I didn't want you to do earlier. Inhale, down dog split. Exhale, go ahead and move forward, tap right toes to the left one. Inhale, down dog splits without rolling the hip open. And then exhale, set the right foot down to meet the left. Good. Now, I want you to set the right foot right under your heart and lift the left leg up. Come high in the ball of the foot. Get your shoulders over your wrists. And as you hop off your right foot, plug your right thigh into the pelvis just like you did when we were hovering. Feel that connection of that right hip lifting. Draw your thighs to the midline. You might take it straight up and down handy. But then switch your legs in air, land your left foot between your hands. Bring your right knee down. And then finding either Anjane or dancing monkey, but I want you to find a quad stretch in your right leg. So for me, I'm gonna stay upright and reach back with my right arm, with the elbow back, left-handed thigh, and then find more of that broad lift through the clavicles, the heart, side ribs as you draw that to the belly. Feel a nice opening in the front of the hip. Take another full breath there. And then exhale, release. Get your hands back to the blocks. Lift your right knee. And then just step back to high plank from here. Take an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ripple forward to plank. And then chaturanga, exhale. Now keep the toes curled under. Inhale, upward facing dog. Keep the toes curled under. Just lift your left leg up. Draw your shoulders back, micro bend the elbows. Lift your belly. Down dog splits, left leg high, inhale. Left knee, right upper arm, exhale. Keep your shoulders over your wrists. Single-legged plank, inhale. Left knee to right tricep, exhale. Single-legged plank, inhale. Left knee, right tricep, exhale. Fallen triangle without setting the left leg down. Right arm up, straighten the left leg. And then tap the foot forward and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, suspend. Left knee to chest, right hand down, blade edge of right foot, wild thing. Side plank on the right hand, inhale. Stand on the right leg, maybe extend the leg out and then forward, but don't set the foot down. Keep plugging the left thigh up. And then back to wild thing. Inhale. To side plank, hug right shoulder to socket. Draw the left thigh or shin towards your chest. Wild thing. Inhale. To slowly transitioning, maybe hover the left foot and then step it down. Heel, ball, exhale. Pyramid pose. Inhale, lengthen, and then fold over that left leg. And then easy twist. Step the right leg back to warrior two. And then stretch the right arm up. Take your left hand to the right elbow. Walk your right fingertips down the back of the heart. Left hand behind the heart. Find a cow face arm. And then just hinge to your left there. Inhale back up. Shoulders over hips. Halfway to your left. Exhale. Inhale back up. Exhale, halfway to the left. Feel the long line from right heel to elbow. Draw left ribs towards right ribs. Hug your left hip under. Stay or step the right foot in. Come to the right big toe. Hovering half moon. Bend the left knee. You can come right back to that side angle. And then inhale up, spin on the left heel. Second side, spin your right foot out and just switch the arms. Left elbow bends. Maybe right hand works the left fingertips down the back of the heart. Bicep in line with ear, then right hand back. Use the strap as needed. Then without rotating your chest to the right, try to spin to your left. Drop your left hip down so your hips are level. And then maintain that. Knit the front ribs back. Inhale. Halfway to the right. Exhale. Inhale back up. Exhale. Halfway to the right. Lateral flexion. Inhale up. Halfway right. And then spin right ribs a little more to the left. Right hip underneath. And then pull the right heel underneath you. Maybe step the left foot in. Come to the big toe. Rotate open to the left. And then lift the left leg up. You feel pretty strong, and then you can tip in more without closing the chest off. Be okay with falling out. Just come right back. Coming back to that side angle. Inhale, bend the right knee. Land lightly, halfway forward. And then inhale up, straighten the right leg, turn the foot in. Exhale, pyramid, left foot forward. Reverse prayer, shoulders back, tailbone down. Exhale, hinge. Put more weight back into the left foot here. And then lengthen the spine, lift up halfway, inhale. Exhale, left hip back as you fold. Take one more full breath there. And then just get your hands down to the blocks. Come to the ball of the right foot and rock back to the left heel. And then lift your left leg up and forward as you push the mat away and lift your bottom. So you're as light as you can be on your right toes. And then keep that left leg plugged as you sweep it high. Take an inhale. Your dog might be shorter, that's fine. And then plug the left leg behind the ball of the right foot, left toes the left forearm. Or as close to as you can get, shoulders over wrists, as over the wrists as you can muster. Inhale, leg up and back. Exhale, behind the ball of the right foot, left toes to right wrist. Maybe up the forearm. Leg up and back, inhale. Right through center. And then just stop that foot down right under your heart. And then lift your right leg up. So find that sensation of that left thigh bone plugging into the pelvis, high in the ball of the foot, shoulders over wrists. Plug the leg up, get that left hip over the left shoulder. And that's going to get you straight up, hips over shoulders, maybe up and down of the legs. But then switch your legs in air, land the right leg, bring your left knee down. And then you can find dancing monkey, just reaching the right arm back, or from Anjaneyasana, right hand, right thigh, reach your left arm back, thumb inside the big toe, draw left heel, the left sitting bone, and try to twist a little to your right as you work your left elbow straight back. You feel like you're in locust or floor bow here with the chest, but knitting the front ribs, drawing navel to spine. Hold the right heel underneath you, outer hips in. As you pull the right heel underneath you, push the right thigh away from you with your hands on the thigh. Maybe right arm out. And slowly release. Get your hands back to the blocks. Lift your left knee. Take it back to plank. And then exhale down, facing down. Good, ripple forward to plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Keep the toes curled under. Inhale, upward dog. Step your left toes in, lift your right leg up. Exhale. Micro bend the elbows, shoulders back. Lift the belly, lift the chest. Maybe gaze up. Inhale. Down dog splits. Exhale. And then bring the right foot down. Bring the knees down. Sit back, child's pose. Bring your third eye center down. Just walk your hands back with the palms up. And then come up to hands and knees and just scoot the blocks forward. And then knees, chest, chin, or however you want to get to your belly there. Bring your forehead down, clasp your hands behind your back. Lift up one leg at a time as you walk your feet in. Roll the inner thighs up and then press your pubic bone down and try to lift your low belly off the mat. And then lift your shoulder heads up, lift your thumbs off your low back as you root your knuckles back, then lift your head. Keep continuing to lift the navel away from the mat. Lift your legs. Pinky toes down. And then release your clasp. Keep the chest lifted, legs lifted. Bend one knee at a time. Grab your ankles. Inhale, floor bow. Shins back, heart up. Hug in of the knees. Lift up of the belly. Take a full inhale. Soften the grip. Right back to locust. Turn your thumbs up, palms out. Gather the shoulder blades, point your toes, deep inhale. Plant the hands, curl the toes. Inhale, chaturanga. Look forward. Exhale, plank. Dome the upper back, counter that back bend. And then bend the knees, sit back. And then bring the knees down. And draw your heels to your bottom and just wag your tail a little. And then down, or child's pose. Sit all the way back. And then bring your elbows down, forearms parallel. And you can keep your hands down or press your palms together. And just make sure your elbows are not too wide. They have a tendency to splay out here a lot. And then curl your toes under and come right to dolphin. Lift up through your side ribs, roll your inner biceps forward, and then open the angle of the armpits. And just let your head go, make sure there's enough space for your head to fit between your upper arms. Lift your sitting bones back, extend your spine. And then step your left foot to the center line and slightly forward, lift your right leg. We're not gonna hop here, but I want you to come as high on the ball of your left foot as you can as you reach your right toes to the ceiling. Look more towards your left foot, maybe chin to chest, looking up the line of your right leg. Push down through your elbows, lift up through your heart. Take a full breath in, spiral your right inner thigh behind you, and then set the right foot down, second side, lift up through the left leg. Push down through the forearms, try to look towards your left foot, so think chin to chest as you lift your side ribs up. Bring your feet down, bring your knees down. And then if you want, just child's pose or clasp your hands behind your back. Come to the crown of your head for a rabbit variation. Work your knuckles overhead. Squeeze the lowest portion of your spine, of your belly to your spine. Get your hips right over your knees, light on the head. Sit back to your heels and then come back to the setup. Elbows down. Hands together or wrists in line with elbows. So lift the knees, ears in line with biceps there. And then lift the right leg up, step your left foot in. And you might just do that same thing of reaching up as you push down, or go ahead and look down, hug your biceps forward, push down into your elbows, get your shoulders right over them, and see if you can not hop, but rather tip in. Lift up through that right leg, get heavier in the elbows, push down through your forearms. Left foot down and then switch legs. Left leg up. Let your head dangle. Just hold. Get higher on the ball of the foot. Lift up through the heart or look down. Shoulders over elbows without hopping tip. More weight in the elbows. Hips over shoulders. Reach up through the heart. You know when your hips go over shoulders, you feel like there's a rope around your ankle lifting you. Right foot, left foot down, bring your knees down. And then sit up on your heels. Curl your toes under, get your pinky toes as well. Interlace your hands. I want you to find that same kind of shape as floor bow, but keep your sitting bones on your heels. Root your knuckles down without letting your gaze go up. Burst your heart space towards the ceiling. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Then see if you can get your knuckles to the floor. And then sit up. Bring your hands down. Downward facing dog. So if you want, use the blocks for this last flow or not. It's completely up to you. The blocks will make it more challenging. We're going to start with those same pike hops. Actually, let's do, well, I'll give you a choice. So it can be frog hops, where the knees bend, you sit back, and then knees to upper outer arms, feet together. Charge up through the legs. Get your hips over your shoulders. You might bring your feet together, about a cone. If you fall out, just cartwheel out. And so you get more of that balance there, hips over shoulders. If you want, take the same pike hops. Legs straight, plug the thighs into the pelvis. Get the hips over the shoulders. Try to fold in half in air, and that's really going to help you find your belly and get your hips. Just take as many as you want there. And then soft dog. Step your right foot in, shoulders over wrists, hop and switch your legs. Doesn't have to be fast, hop and switch. 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 Keep going, hop and switch. Hop and switch. Land on the right leg, inhale. And then hop and switch or step left foot between the hands. Exhale. Right from here, I want you to find side angle. Right arm up. And then half or full bind. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Lounge your chest back. Push to the right heel. And then slowly release there. Stretch your left leg up and back. And then set up for half pigeon. So the blade edge of the left foot goes to the right side of the mat. Just scoot the blocks forward for now. Walk your fingers back. Make sure your hips are square. Lift your chest. And then exhale, fold. And then walk your hands in, lift your chest up. And then we're going to open to the side of the mat here for your variation of Janu Shirsasana. So if you want, you can think Skandasana here, Skandasana with the sole of the foot down, right leg is parallel to the side of the mat. Or bring your left heel to your right inner thigh, or think half your asana, top of foot down. Okay, so there's many variations. I want you to ultimately find lateral flexion here. Extend your left arm overhead and get a nice stretch through the left side body. Regardless if you can reach hand to foot, you might just be here. Or you might be here making a little kickstand with your fists. Lounge back, soften your right sitting bone down. Engage your right leg. And slowly inhale, sit back up. Set your left heel down. And then slowly sit up for Skandasana. And then get your hands down to frame your right foot. We're going to come right to low lunge, right foot forward, arms up, left knee down, two twists, thumbs to heart, left elbow, right knee. Open the arms half or full bind. And then lift the left knee up. Hug your right hip back. And then slowly release. We're going to come back to Skandasana. So bend your left knee, straighten your right. To get your hands down, horizon lunge. Right hand under shoulder, spin open to the left. And then right to half moon on the left foot. Open up to the right side of the mat. Stay here, Trikonasana, bend the right knee, grab the ankle. You might work on that double bind, left hand grabs your ankle. Look down, left hand down, slowly release your bind. And then come up to stand on your left leg, crane pose. So we're gonna come into figure four, left ankle on top right knee, or right ankle on top left knee. Thumbs to heart, drop the seat. And then stay there, flying pigeon. So get your hands to the blocks. I think the blocks help to get more of your butt up. Hug your elbows in, hop your left foot back an inch or two, and make a shelf with your upper arms on your right shin. And then lean the weight in your hands, get your shoulders forward of your wrist, lift your left foot, step one, and then extend left leg up and back, step two. And then everyone bring that down. You might come out completely. I'm going to show you one more fun variation. Okay, so we're going to take that from flying pigeon into 8 angle. So all that happens is we have to unhook the shelf. So once that left leg comes up, draw it back in, but you have to unhook your right foot. And then get your left knee and leg between your legs and cross left ankle in front. All right, squeezing that upper arm. And then all I'm gonna ask you to do is bend your elbows so much that you sit on your bottom. Your ankles are crossed, you're facing side of mat. It's a nice graceful exit. Here we go, I'm watching. So figure 4, people. Come back, give it your best shot. The blocks will help. Hands down, left leg up. But then bring your left knee back to your chest. Unhook your right foot. Keep the right knee to right upper arm. That left knee between both arms and through. And then left ankle in front of right ankle. Squeeze the right upper arm with both thighs. Ta-da! Yes. And then sit. So we're all at the side of the mat here. And then take your hands back or hands behind you, fingers forward. Well, let's do the other way. So it's a stretch. All right, so uncross your ankles there and just lift through your chest. Try to kiss your elbows behind you. Lift through your chest. You can stretch through the forearms. So you're like this, but try to hug your elbows towards one another. There's the chest opening. And then straighten the right leg, straighten the left leg. Get your left hand down to block or turn it out just to the floor. Fall in triangle from here. And then right hand down, wild thing, left leg behind. Inhale. And then exhale, choose your exit. If you want, you can just take it through your chaturanga. It might be down dog splits, maybe working on hop up, get your hips over your shoulders. Find that L. And then take it through your flow. Take a full breath in. Sigh it out. And then lift your right leg up. Shoulders over wrists. Hop up, switch the legs. Hop up, switch the legs. So rather than that faster, brisker down dog jogging, I want you to work on finding that L, then switch and land light. Find the L, then switch, land light. Get your hips up and over, then switch, land light. Keep going, 3 more. Shoulders over wrists, look between the blocks the whole time. Land on the left leg, and then half pigeon. And then walk your hands back, square off the hips, and then fold forward and down. Just scoot the blocks forward. And then slowly walk your hands in. Sit on your right hip, open to the side of the mat, and then your choice. Keep the right foot down. Maybe heel the left inner thigh, or tap the right shin and foot down. And then open the legs apart as much as you can, and then side bend to your left. And slowly just come upright. Bring your right heel down and then lift your seat. Use your hands just to pivot to frame your left foot. Right knee down, stretch your arms up, and then thumbs to heart twist. Stay there or walk your right arm down your left knee. You might just open your arms. Take a half or full bind. Then curl your right toes under and lift your right knee. Take another full breath. And then skandasana, opposite leg, so right knee bends, left leg is straight. Frame your right foot horizon lunge, pivot to the blade edges of your feet. To half moon on the right leg. And you can use that block on your right hand. Stay or Trikonasana, left knee in, grab the ankle. Shin back, chest forward. Think of that floor bow here. Working your heel away from your bottom. Broadening your clavicles, firming the right hip in. Just look down, inhale, slow release, exhale. Soften your right knee and come to stand on your right leg. Right to figure four, ankle above the knee. And let gravity do the work on the left thigh. Sit lower, putting more weight in the right heel so the shin draws back, the right shin draws back. And then you can stay here for a few more rests or find figure four, and then I'll have you guys come out, take a little rest, and then we'll find that fun transition. Make the shelf, shins to upper arms towards the armpit. You might hop the right foot back. Bend your elbows like chaturanga, lean the chest forward. Keep looking forward. Hug your elbows in, then the right leg goes up and back. And then knee in. So that's where you find the transition to foot down. Just rest. You can sit on your heel. And I'll show it to you one more time, and I'll face you. Maybe you can see the transition better that way. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it successfully, but I'll try. So the knee comes in. Then you have to get the left toes from around the right upper arm, right knee to chest. And then take the leg through, and that's where the block helps. Right ankle in front. There's your 8 angle. And then bottom down. Okay? So set it up from top of mat. Be okay with falling on your face. Be okay with not wanting to do it, but do it anyway. At least try your best. I'm okay with you not doing it. Might be just that figure four to hands to blocks. That left foot might not lift yet. Push them out of the way. Get your butt higher, your hips more over your shoulders. And then eventually you'll sit to the side of the mat if you're making that transition. Right foot threads between the arms, cross right ankle in front. Get your right hip down and then sit and face the side of the mat. And then just spin your fingers back. And then for this one, straighten your legs and puff up your chest. Squeeze your elbows towards one another so your inner biceps roll more out. And then lift your heart up. And then exhale, release. Take your left leg out. Right hand to block, turn it out. Fallen triangle, lift up. Good, to left hand down. Wild thing, inhale. Let's step right foot between our hands, side angle, exhale. Take the fuller half bind, hug your right hip in. Back up. Inhale, turn the right foot in. Hands to hips, shoulders back. Exhale, fold, press right up. So your choice here, Prasarita, forward fold. An inversion might be nice, or just staying in the fold, grabbing the ankles. And gently release. Get your fingertips down. Take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Pivot around to your right or your left, it doesn't matter. And just step your feet to meet together. Bend the knees. Inhale, chair. Exhale, thumbs to heart. We'll just take it to one side, just to rinse the spine. Float your arms up there. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step, hop, float. Take your vinyasa. And then bring your knees down. And then stand on your knees there. Walk your fingers up, palms towards the top rim of your pelvis or right on your sacrum. Elbows in. And then hug your thighs behind you. Lift the belly up. And keep looking forward. I just want you to feel your chest broad here. And then lift the heart up. Keep looking forward. Then let your head draw a line back. Keep your hands on your low back. Fingers up, elbows hug in. Tops of feet firm down. And then inhale. Come up and sit back. And just notice. Stand back on the knees. So it might be that same setup. It might be turning the hands out. All right, and then curl the heart up and curl the toes under. Lean back just to catch fingers inside heels, but then draw your hips back over your knees. And then lift up through the heart. Draw a line back. Keep lifting up through the spine. Get fuller. Feel light. And receive. Slowly come up. Sit back on the heels. And then final set. Camel. And if you're so light that you're not putting any weight on the heels, you can then bring thumbs to heart. Then you might lean back. When you're ready, slowly release. Close your eyes there. I like to bring my hands to my heart and just take in that life, the heart beating, this moment. And then you can take a vinyasa if you want one, or just cross the ankles. Lie all the way down. And just bring your right ankle on top of your left ankle. And then drop your outer left knee and right sole of foot down. And then reach your right arm out and use your left hand just to push that thigh away from you a little without really getting too tense to the low back area. Or you can just extend both arms out. And then if you want, you can extend the legs in your supine twist, but really work your left hip under the right. Right knee bent or straight. If the right leg is straight, left hand can come to the blade edge of the foot. Hug your right hip away from you. And one of my favorites, you can bend in the left knee and grab around the left foot with your right hand. You just feel a nice stretch in the outer right hip. Take a full breath in. And gently release. Both feet flat, left ankle to right knee. And just set the sole of the left foot down. Keeping the knee and outer ankle connection. And then extend the left arm out. Maybe right hand just pushes your left thigh away from you a little. If you're not getting much out of that, just release that right arm too. And then straighten the right leg. Extend the left leg, bent knee or straight, perpendicular to the side of the mat for your supine twist. Draw your left hip away from your left shoulder. Maybe bend right knee. Grab the foot with left hand. And slowly release. Shavasana's waiting when you're ready. And come into it there. You need any final pose. I think it's always nice to give yourself that. And then get comfortable, take up space. You might take a big breath in, sigh it out. And you're welcome to stay here in Shavasana. Or rock up to a comfortable seat. Just sitting up nice and tall. Notice any shifts that may have occurred from when we started to this moment. Maybe there's that softening in the mind of just receiving the potential in the moment. Just like our practice, we let go of expectations. We let ourselves feel awkward or heavy just by being committed to the process. Bring your hands to your heart, honoring the practice of letting go and giving ourselves time to learn and adjust. Namaste.